Welcome to Start You Up Sunday. I am Jina with Strength, Stretch, and Shine. I am the creator, the founder, and the Chief Energy Officer here, where all things are about flexibility, balance, and strength for your mind, your body, and your soul. This is your Start You Up 45-minute segment to get you re-energized and ready for your week. The mission here at Strength, Stretch, and Shine is to re-energize our lives, reconnect our body and our soul, and to reinvigorate our mind. So welcome, welcome, wherever you may be. And to start with, we're going to do some energy zesting, which is something that's amazing to do first thing when you get up in the morning. And anytime throughout the day when you find yourself emotionally triggered, mentally triggered, or you maybe have a lot of things you're processing, maybe you are going to have to deal with some situations that you're not excited about, it's a great way to just reconnect your energy. And if you want to know more about my creating this, Magical Monday at 8 o'clock tomorrow will be energy zesting. So Pacific Standard Time, you can catch me live, or you can also do the replay. Just start by taking your energy, and you really want to feel like you're swooshing your energy across your body. And feel it. Start being aware. So our word for the week is awareness. Awareness and adventure. How fun will that be? And now you're going to just cross tap. You're going to feel your core. You're going to start working with that core. It's the center of your universe. It's where your energy all is kind of getting ready to flow. And it's just this way of moving our energy and reconnecting our energy. You want to put palms down, rotate around that spine, wake it up. Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. Beautiful. Now you want your palms down, rotate around, feeling that spine. Now the next thing we're going to do, it's not really tapping, it's just activating energy. Right there in your, right there, those cheekbones. Gentle. Take some nice deep breaths. Oh my gosh, we've got some really cute birds and little squirrels out there, and they're playing in the garden this morning. My beautiful orchids are reblooming, which is always a beautiful thing to see. And out in the garden, there's a tree that looks like it's just about ready to think about budding. So spring is in the air, you know, that sense of hope. It's a little bit light, a little bit longer, right here in the sternum, right smack in the center. Yeah. And start thinking about that core, thinking about your balance, thinking about your feet, the placement of your body on top of your tiny little tootsies. And right there, first top rib, right under your nipple. Yeah, so start being aware of that body. Feeling your blood flow, and just all of it kind of waking you up. Like I said, restart you Sunday. Start you up. I was reminded this morning when I said start you up that is a Rolling Stones song. So maybe that's our theme song. I don't know. It's kind of wild and crazy, but a fun thought. Now I just want to take one moment. I want you to put your middle finger between your eyes and the other middle finger right there at your belly button. Take a few deep breaths, and we're just connecting our energy. Really easy to have our energy. It gets wonky. It's the best way I can describe it. So inhale up and exhale out. Inhale up and exhale out. Inhale up and exhale out. And now if you want to get your busyness and your doiness, too much doey, too much mental business. Take a deep breath. And now just bring your fingers together right over your heart. Clear that clutter in your mind and the clutter in your doingness of your day. How are my wonderful humans this morning, this evening, this afternoon, wherever I find you and you find me? All right, take a deep breath and you want to bring them up. And right there, right on the crown chakra, you want to inhale and exhale. And inhale up and exhale. Right between your eyes. Right down to your heart. The belly button. Flip it to the sacral chakra. Getting that body filled with oxygen. Feel it flowing through you, yes. And now we're going to do a little figure eight, the infinity. Babe, can you turn the heat down, please? Thank you. Just the figure eights. Switch your palm side and your direction. Thank you. Go ahead. You're going to pull your energy up from the earth. Pulling your energy up. And one more. Now we're going to take our energy and we're going to zip it up. We're going to lock it in. And now we're going to do the shimmy. Do the shimmy. You know, at the same time, you can say wonderful things about yourself, like, oh, I'm crazy, I'm fun, I'm fascinating, I'm smart, I'm aware, whatever you want to do. And if you can't jump up and down and do the shimmy, just give it a whatever you want to, but just do it. And just thank your human for supporting you on this adventure called life. We're going to just take it really easy on our neck, rotating in a forward direction. Start thinking about your core being engaged, your shoulders down. Remember, when we stretch our bodies, we have a tendency to tense up our upper body and put our shoulders in our ears. So, well, think about that and take it back. Oh, it feels so good. And yes, I do feel a little bit like snap, crackle, pop this morning in my neck. Just reactivating that energy. Bring your arms up, clasp your hands behind your neck. Take a deep breath, and I want you to fold your head forward, chin down, and bring those elbows closer together. Beautiful. That feels so good. Keep breathing. Open up that back, upper back, and start thinking about where your feet are. Balance. You lean forward or back. You can see how quickly it affects your body. Take your arms, clasp your hands, and push through. So what I want you to do is like pull your belly button towards your spine, tuck under, and I want you to literally pull your arms forward so you're scooping. You gotta scoop right there and push it through, looking towards the floor. Bring your arms around straight down, clasp them behind your body. And you want to think about keeping your shoulders down, opening up that chest, and just push down while you're engaging that core. Yes, yes. want you to start thinking about some breathing segments. There are so many different breathing patterns that you can use, whichever feels the best for you. Feel free to engage in that. I do like box breathing, which is inhaling up for 4, holding for 4, exhaling through your mouth for 4, and holding for 4. Now we're going to go right into the reverse prayer. So you just want to take your hands from here and just work it up, depending on where you're at. And you don't want your shoulders forward. You want to rotate back and down. Ah, it feels so good. I will continue to do this every day, and that way I will be able to hook my bra for the rest of my life. I had a client the other day who's just been coming to stretch with me for maybe 4 weeks, and he got so excited. He goes, "Look it, I can put my socks on." It was his biggest excitement. He could actually put his socks on without having to tug on them. And I thought to myself, you know, sometimes it's those little things that make all the difference in our lives. But certainly stretching, strengthening and lengthening our muscles in our body and our mind are of utmost importance to move about this journey. Keeping our energy flowing and our cells happy. Go ahead and release. We're going to take your right arm up, and you're going to try and see where you connect in the back. And it matters not where you connect. It's about keeping your shoulders down and open and working through wherever that might be for you. And of course you're breathing. Somebody would like to come say, oh, no, I guess he's not going to say good morning. Apparently, Bo won't be joining us this morning. I don't know, he's going to go upstairs and do something. Oh, he's going to have a drink of water. Go ahead and release. And rotate those shoulders. And switch sides. Beautiful. Now go ahead and start working through the feet. You can go on the releve, pull your toes up, work through your balance. And just work through. Now you can alternate them. Shift your energy. And go ahead and release your hands. A couple of shoulder rolls back. A couple of shoulder rolls forward. And we're going to go ahead and take a deeper breath. When you're going to have soft knees, you're going to engage that core. And I want you to tilt forward. And you're just going to stick your booty out. Feel that core engaged. And bring your arms long. And just slowly float downward. Now, if you need to, feel free to put your hands right there. And if you're right here, you can really work through releasing your low back. Put your coccyx bone out. And then just see if you can get further there. You don't necessarily have to hang your hands down. And then you're going to let the gravity do the work for you. You're lengthening and opening that spine. So go ahead and tilt your head down. If you are on the floor, that's great. Remember, you're not going to totally straighten your legs. You want a semi-soft knee. And just let it all happen. You can straighten your legs a little bit to engage more of that hamstring, but do not hyperextend those knees. Excellent. Well, good morning, Bo. Can you settle? And I want you to breathe. I want you to see how far it works for you. Opening up that spine. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take a deep breath, but as we exhale, we're going to engage our core and we're going to round up one vertebra at a time. So take that deep breath. And now on the exhale, start thinking about that core. Activate quads, hamstrings. Beautiful. Now you're pushing on the outside of your foot, your ankle, your knee, and your hip. Stabilize and give you that great balance. And I want you to bring your arms all the way up. And we're palm to palm. Beautiful. Deep breath. And exhale and just let the energy float. Twinkle fingers. Right toes to the side. A nice lunge position. And sweep your arms up, feeling that energy. Feel those inner thighs, the adductors, and twinkle fingers. I want that energy to float through your body. Just feel it, and feel the current flowing. Beautiful. And your knee is in alignment with your ankle. You don't want to put your knee over your toes. You want to keep it. So you want to think of going down rather than going out. And breathe. Go ahead, tilt forward and down. Look up at your hand. Feel that body's, energy. And you don't want your arm here if you have the range. If your range of motion is less, then just go to the extent that you can, focusing on upward and opening. Think about that core being engaged. Yes, this is balance work. You can slide your arm down your leg if you want to. That's a choice. Beautiful. And breathe. Twinkle fingers. Okay, come on up. Shift your energy back. And arms come forward and over your head. Shifting your energy back. Off that front leg's going to straighten. Bring it up, float down, turn, right toes forward, left toes out, nice lunge. Sink into it, feel those abductors working, beautiful. How's your body? Are you starting you up? Go ahead, feel that energy. Twinkle fingers, conduit energy, working through you. Inhale, exhale, take a look up. Up, 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 up. Excellent. Keep breathing. As you know, that's a non-negotiable. Inhale, exhale up, shift your weight back and arms overhead. Shoulders are down. And look up. It's so important to spend time looking up, bringing your energy up, lifting your energy, your spirit, your sense of awe. And lifting up. In the world of meditation, when you're meditating, there's a technique often as you close your eyes that you're looking up, although your eyes are closed. That's where you're, come on back. It's where we talk about, and let's tiptoe through the teacups. It's about where your focus goes, your energy flows. Same thing. So, on your tippy toes. How's that feeling this morning? Good? All right. We're going to do a few just toes out. I want you to think about activating your muscles. Many people go about their day doing their active motion, action, how they do whatever they do, and they don't think about activating their muscles. Oftentimes what happens as a result is there's injury onset. Because if you don't start with your core, a muscle's going to grab and do whatever work has to be done as you put the weight through the movement. It's what muscles do. But if we think about core being the center of our universe, right? And then activating the muscle, we're gonna really work lengthening and strengthening the muscles. So you wanna think, someone can do a plie, if they're just like, okay, probably your knees took the brunt of that. Core tight, booty under, actually squeeze your butt cheeks, your booty muscles. And I want you to activate quads, hamstrings, adductors, abductors. You're gonna take it down, activating it, feeling it. Your feet are taking all of that energy. You're feeling the outside of your foot, your ankle, your knees, and your hips. Now, with the same amount of energy, you're gonna still activate and come up. And let's do another one. So I want you to be aware of activating your muscles throughout the day. I'll show you something else. You could do this. Okay. Or with focus, think about bicep and tricep together, activating and activating. You know, by doing this, you can activate your arms. Try it flat hand and then ball, and flat and ball. Core is engaged, booty's engaged. Right there. Feel that energy just doing all of its good things, those muscles. Yeah, see? You can just feel it. See that energy moving around? Give yourself a great big hug. Expanding through the back. Open up. Wrap the other arm on top. And let's descend down to the floor. Get comfortable. And let's go on our backs. Roll on down. Bring your knees to your chest and just roll around a little bit, relaxing that low back. And thinking about a nice, relaxed upper torso. And what that feels like for you. Go ahead and put your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. I want your arms next alongside your body. Take a deep breath, and we're going to go up into a bridge. But I want you to literally, I don't want you to start arching your back. I want you to start actually by tilting your pelvis forward. So you're only releasing one vertebra at a time. Most people will arch into it, but we want to take the belly button to the spine, and we want to scoop. So think of scooping up. You're scooping up. So you're off your booty now, right? You can feel your hip flexors and your quads starting to work. And now you're just pushing that pelvis upward as you bring your vertebra off the ground one at a time. Yes. And up as far as you can get. This exercise is good for many, many things. I want you to squeeze your booty and your quads. I want you to tilt to the extent you can. Really good for your pelvic floor. This is also a good core exercise, core, stability, balance, all of the good things. So if you haven't had the chance to catch Magical Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then we have Flexible Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. They're about 5 or 10 minutes. Pop on, and if you don't get a chance to see them live, feel free to see the replays or the reels that will be on. You can catch me here on Facebook Live. You can catch me on YouTube. And shortly, I will be on TikTok. I'll let you know all of the information about that. I'm planning a trip to Australia for 3 weeks, and I'll have an entire blow-by-blow on how to keep your flexibility, balance, and strength for your mind, body, and soul while traveling 8,569 miles one way. So you won't want to miss that 3-week adventure. And it will be through TikTok, but it will be also on a variety of, probably some Facebook as well as YouTube. So looking forward to that. That starts in April. We still have the remainder of February and March. Now I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to, once again, same thing. You're going to go into that scoop. So you're just one vertebra at a time. You're releasing through. I want you to feel it. We're being aware Self-awareness, so important. That's our word for the week. Could be the word for our lives, you know what I mean. Okay, and we're just now releasing and relax all of those muscles and tell them thank you for a job well done. Now we're going to take our right foot, leg, bend your knee, over the left. You're going to take your arms to the right arm is out, left arm is up by your ear, and you're going to take your legs to the right while looking up at your left arm. And you should feel that all the way through your back into your hip. You're opening up that left hip and the lower back. You want to look at your left hand, twinkle fingers. You can do twinkle toes if you want to. It's all good. Coming back neutral, release that leg. You want to put the left over the right. You're going to take the legs to the left. Your arms are out. And you're going to turn your palm up on your right hand and take a look at it, opening up that right hip through your, pulling it through and all the way up. And breathing. Breathe with it. You can do box breathing right here if you want to. Let's come neutral. Take a nice deep breath. Low back on the floor. Anchor those hips. Soft upper torso. Right foot goes on the left knee. You want to open up the right booty muscles all the way. Feel free to assist that stretch with your hand, and or you can lift up your left leg, but you need to anchor those hips and keep your upper torso nice and soft. So whatever level of tension feels good for that stretch. You want to keep your focus where we're stretching, so your energy goes right there. Core's working from bringing that belly button down to, and you see my shoulders just came up. Let's relax them down. You have to be firm with your shoulders because they might like to reside in my ears. So how was your week? How does everyone's week flow? Did you do your legs up the wall? Did you do 10 minutes of stretching? Did you be aware for a minute of time of your breathing? Did you write the 5 things that you loved about yourself? Just checking. You also can do it again this week. Sometimes that's a real challenging exercise, but just whatever first pops in your mind, do that. 5 things you love about yourself. Go ahead and place that left foot on the floor if it's up. Right foot goes down on the floor. Go ahead and think, let's realign and get our hips nice and anchored. Bring up that left foot onto your right knee and open up that left hip. That whole range, you know, it's like the girdle. You want to open up, keeping your upper torso nice and relaxed, and breathe. What a joy it is to have you join me. Start you up Sunday. Inhale. Go ahead, and if you want to, bring up that right leg. Keeping your upper torso soft and those shoulders down, Gina. And you can twinkle toe if you want to. Just really breathe. Remember, you want to focus on that whole area and get energy flowing right into opening it up. Our IT bands, preformas, psoas, when they get tight, and they can get tight from walking or sitting, so figure that one out. Keep your low back pushed down. It often is the culprit for creating a lot of low back pain. So just be aware that the more you work out that whole pelvic girdle and keep it nice and flexible, the less strain you have on your back. And what happens is, same thing, we don't use our core, we're not strong in that area, and so our low back muscles grab to do the work. You know, how often have we leaned forward instead of bending down to pick something up, you know, a dog, a child, a box, you know, and then what happens is the muscles in our low back grab, and hence that creates, right foot down, that creates a challenge. Extend our legs long and put our arms up and overhead. You can release that low back if you want to. And just stretch, 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 stretch longer. Feel like you're just growing, and feel the energy just flow from your toes up through your legs, through your body, coming out your fingertips and the top of your head. And just feel it flow like in a whoosh, and then there's another circle, and it's coming through you. And it just is a circle that just continues, bringing it up through your twinkle toes, out through your top of your head and your fingertips. Bring it up and out. One more. And with that sense of lightness, go ahead and bring your arms back by your body, and you're going to bring your knees to your chest and then extend them overhead. And you want to try and bring your legs closer to your body. You're going to push your low back into the floor. You're going to feel your hamstrings closer to your body. And now we're going to go ahead and flex our feet and take a walk on the ceiling. And really, as you're flexing down, you're going to engage your calves and your Achilles. So really get working through. If you want to, you can actually take your fingertips and hold your feet if you want to. If you can also be right here. Or, trust me, however you do it. But as you go from pointing your feet to flexing and really pulling those toes towards your face, and then bringing your body where you can, you're going to get a really great stretch all the way through, from that low back, through the hamstrings, the calf, and the Achilles. Feels really good. And you could just bring it towards you. Breathe with it. If you're here, that's fine. You can just get a lot of great stretch and strength right there. If you want a little additional, feel free to, but don't bring your shoulders up. You want to bring your legs towards your body. You don't want to bring your upper body. Don't put any tension on that. Think about your core being engaged. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. It feels so good. Now stay with it. And breathe into it. Go ahead and release your hands. And now just rotate. Rotate outward and inward. Thank your feet for supporting you on your journey. It's, you think about a little tiny feet carrying this whole body. It's fascinating. The feet are fascinating anyway. You know, there's a touch point or component on the bottom of our feet to every organ in our body. The body is just crazy interesting. It's fascinating that so many of us run around without any self-awareness of what's happening. And it's really a compass. You know, our bodies talk to us. And that's what we talked about on, I think, the first Magical Monday, the body book. So I will highlight that in a minute. Okay, so we're going to put our fingertips behind our knees and round on up. And then I want you to take your right leg over your left. You're going to sit up tall, and you're going to look over your right shoulder, and you're going to feel your right booty right there. I want you to look over that shoulder. And I want you to breathe. Now face forward, pinky toes to the floor, and round forward. You're going to open up your low back and your IT bands. Drop that neck and let that gravity take you down. Take a deep breath. And come on up, switch sides. Right here, you want to look up and over that left shoulder. Body's tall, and feel it in that left booty. Over that shoulder. Take a deep breath. Pinky toes on the floor, fold forward. Feel those IT bands and that low back release. And now I want you to go ahead and give me a diamond, whatever size diamond works well for you today. And pull your body up off your sits bones, so you're kind of rotating it forward, and lean forward and open up those hips. So I just want to take a moment here. The correlation, feng shui and the body. So feng shui, for those of you that don't know, I am a graduate of the Western School of Feng Shui and have been a practitioner for a couple of decades now. I graduated in 1999. And some people are asking me about, well, feng shui really just means energy flow. And we talk about energy flow all of the time. But it's interesting, we live in a sea of energy, both seen and unseen. And how we use something, place something, or orient something affects how the sea ripples and flows. So if you take that correlation to your body, how we move things around will affect how our energy flows. We've already talked significantly about where our attention goes, our energy flows. But you can create change by your awareness and thoughts. We're talking about awareness this week. Think about being aware of how you move through your day, being aware of, remember we talked about, and that's the body book, maybe you weren't with me. I highly recommend everybody create their own body book. And what I do is I do a quick scan of my body in the morning, and I see how I'm feeling, and then as I get up and move, I see what it's telling me, and then I actually sit down with pen and paper and I write out what my body's telling me. And it's fascinating when you start listening to yourself, and I just decided to create that as another format in the work that I do, and it's been, your body's a compass, it's phenomenal. It's great information. But be aware, what you really want to be aware of in your thoughts, but your mental and your emotional triggers, the things that trigger you emotionally or mentally, are huge compasses of things to look at. And it's your body's way of telling you, you got some stuff to deal with. So it's great indicators. So be aware, particularly of your thoughts and your mental and emotional triggers. So important. You can expand our awareness, applying consciousness to our bodies and our personal space. And by doing that, you will extend the power of your energy. As I always say, go and flow. It's for a very good reason. Yes, I want you to open it up to a nice second position, and I want you to inhale. You are flexing your feet, and you're feeling those adductors open up. You're going to probably feel a little bit of your hamstring too. So just think about, think about your body and your personal space. Look around your personal space. In Feng Shui, we talk about, everything in your space talks to you. You want to get rid of the stuff that doesn't talk nice. Same with our thoughts, and our words. Oftentimes, unconsciously, we have negative babble going on. Let's be aware of that this week. And go ahead, if you want to, just flex your feet more, or you can lean forward, feeling those. How are those inner thighs this morning? They're there. So the perfect way to think about going into flow. So awareness is your word for the week. I was going to add adventure, but I'm going to save that for another week. Now I want you to go ahead, and we're going to get on our all fours, and we're going to do our stretch through. We're going to do a nice inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to round our back, looking through our legs, pushing up from our shoulders, and put our belly button to that spine. And we're going to inhale, and we're going to exhale, and we're going to arch through and look all the way up to the heavens. Excellent. Sticking that booty out right there. Inhale. Exhale right through. Yes. And now for your shoulder, I want you to take your right arm under your left and open up those shoulders. Use that core to come up. Take your left arm and put it underneath the right. Oh, and open up that shoulder. And breathe into it. Use that core, come on up. Open up your legs, your knees, push your booty back. You can do any version of the child's pose you want. You might want to be here. You might want to, I like to actually stretch out all the way. Sometimes people need to be here. I mean, be wherever your body feels the most comfortable. Really good for your releasing your hips. Really good for you. Great opportunity to get some deep breaths. Bring your arms underneath your shoulders. Come on up. Sit comfortably. Thank your body for being here. I want to thank you for being here for Start You Up Sunday. You don't want to miss Magical Monday or Flexible Friday as we're expanding and growing. I shared with a friend that this business is kind of like taking a bottle of champagne and shaking it, and then taking the popping the cork, and it's just like whoosh. So stay tuned for our ride. It's going to be amazing and magical, just like all of you are. 1 minute thinking about your breath every day or several times through your day. 10 minutes legs up the wall. 10 minutes every day of some kind of exercise, whatever appeals to you. And remember to drink plenty of water. And also awareness, 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 awareness. And what do I say? Always, until next time, be flexible. Love you all.